side. It's the pitch to Johnson. He gets outside. He's in! Mario Johnson! 2-point conversion! The Warriors are on! Unbelievable! 22 points! 16 seconds left!
Golf handicap?
23. That's unbelievable.
What? Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we're talking.
Yeah. Okay.
Can you hear us?
No, Mark's getting nervous in the control
23
room
years,
already.
he's gone deaf.
Yeah.
I say this all the time to people who ask, how come you've been doing it how long? The thing I'm most proud of, out of everything, is that for the last 22 years, any player at Shrewsbury High School that played football, if he wants to go back and say, I want to see that North Middlesex game I played in 21 years ago, guess what? He is now 39, and he can go back and get it.
John, one thing I failed, and I left you off the list, I should have sent you a copy, and I should, but we had a player back in the year 2000. His name was Landon Laporte. Landon was, he was an exceptional, played like some end, he played a little bit of wide receiver
DN tight end.
occasionally. And he wrote a letter to me, and he really meant it for my crew to see it too. And just totally out of the blue, he sent this email to me expressing his thanks for all the stuff that we've done for all these years. And it brought tears to my eyes when I read the darn thing, because he wrote it so well. Johnny, wasn't it remarkable?
Absolutely.
I mean, I would trade for all of the different accolades that we've received over the years for what we do. That letter just kind of like was the frosting on the cake.
We appreciate the coverage. It's great for the program. It's great for the kids. They get to, right, like you said, the games are taped, and this is cool for the kids, and it's cool for the program.
And now, if your grandmother lives in California, they can watch it live.
Right.
The way things have been going, it's been an unbelievable process.
We talk about that. Let's segue right to that. This year, folks at home, we're very blessed here in Shrewsbury, because the station manager here, General Manager Mark Serra, was able to get the equipment so that we can take the games on the road this year and broadcast all of the games live.
John,
that's
are
something
you
new.
kidding?
That's something
John,
new.
remember the game at Assumption where we had to have the truck and 5 miles of wires?
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
the thing is about this big. It's about this big. It works on phone lines. It was expensive. Thank you, Mark, again. And you just attach the camera to it.
Yeah.
Boom.
He carries all the equipment in this little satchel. Instead of we carry a plethora of equipment with us when we typically go on the road.
We had a bag we called the stupid bag.
Yes.
It was so uneven. Trying to carry it, it'd be sliding down our shoulders or dragging it on the ground. But the equipment has changed in 23 years.
Yeah, it has.
All right.
Enough of us.
Yeah, let's
So
get to
this
the.
Friday is live, just so everyone knows. This Friday
Yes,
is
it was
live.
Friday is live.
All the
If you
games,
blast me
all
tonight.
of your games will
Nick
be
now
live.
knows how to run it because we did it during the
Baseball.
the baseball playoffs up at Holy Cross for
Legion.
Okay, before you
It was
go any
great.
further, because I told my grandson that I was going to be live on television. Logan, Jiddu's live. Go to bed.
He's not live.
I'll see you in the morning.
John,
Love you.
Logan, much different this year. Playing some Eastern Mass teams, the alignment's different. The power rankings are what's going to determine who makes the playoffs, not league records and stuff like that. How does that work? Can
So
you
we're
give us a brief rundown?
Yeah, we're moving up to Division One. So there's 32 teams, I believe, in Division One, and there's no more districts. So
There's just
no more
one
dis-
Division One
there's
across
no
the
more-
whole
There's no more
state.
district championships. So 16, 17, 18, we played it for the district title. Your Central Mass Super Bowl, if you will.
Yeah.
Those don't exist anymore. So there's no more districts. So we're moving up to Division I, and 32 teams in the Division 16 will make the playoffs. And you could be traveling to Barnstable, or you could be traveling to Springfield Central, or who knows. And yeah, it's based on we've had a power ranking system the last few years. I think it's a new system that
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
that
sure.
power ranking system had something to do with your strength of schedule inside Central Mass, right?
I don't believe so.
Oh.
You could play outside and still have the formula work. So I don't think that's terribly different. I think, like you said, the fact that it's a slightly, and I don't know the difference, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I know strength of schedule is factored in, but for us, we scheduled 2 Division I teams, 2 additional, just because for that strength of schedule piece. We certainly wouldn't want to miss the playoffs because we didn't play enough Division I's. Central
how
Mass.
How many Division I's in Central Mass?
3: Shrewsbury, St. John's, Wachusett.
Oh, that's it?
Leominster was, and they appealed out because they're a city school. Their appeal was granted, and I don't know the ins and outs of it. I just know that they ended up in 2.
Wow.
So that's really, Algonquin's not. They're a 14 size school, 1,400 or so. Shepherd Hill certainly no.
No.
So if you look across the Midwatch, Doherty, same thing. City school, I don't know what division Doherty is, 2 or 3 as well. So yeah,
It's based, and that was on enrollment.
and so, yeah, strictly enrollment.
Okay.
Yep. So, so we're one of 32 Division I teams. I'm really excited. I think our program's ready for it. I'm anxious to see how we fare against some teams out of area, because I really believe that our opponents in this area, some of the heavier opponents, the Wachusetts, the St. John's, the Dohertys, are very good programs. I think we're a very good program. Shepherd Hill's strong. So I'm anxious to see how we all do when we go outside the area.
So the 3, Wachusett's going outside, has to be going outside the area too, right?
They're playing Franklin and I believe Minnechaug.
Okay,
Those are their 2 pickups.
okay. Well, Minnechaug's the D1?
I don't know if they're D1's. Good
Yeah.
question. I don't believe so.
Who knows?
I don't believe
I think
they are.
they're a regional school, so they could be.
I think they're 2, but
Okay.
I'm pretty sure they're not 1.
A real quick question. In regards to Wachusett, Thanksgiving Day game still live?
Yep, same.
So it's the same.
Yep.
Good.
So it's interesting because in our first 8 games, they're one of only 2 potential Division I Central Mass opponents that we have, and one of them we play Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So we'll already have been started the playoffs by the time we get to the Thanksgiving game for Division I.
Exactly, just like it.
And does that game count?
The game does not count. Or does it count this year? It's a great question. I don't even know.
How can it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
We're already playing
by
the
looking at-
playoffs before Thanksgiving.
But if you look at the schedule, playoffs, our last regular season
2.
game,
Last 2.
no, but the last one is at the end of October, right? And then the playoffs start, and
There's
then
2 games,
Thanksgiving.
and then
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
Just like it's been the last few years.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
yeah.
So it's sort of like,
Interesting.
Well, when we played in 2016, we were in the state championship game, and we played Wachusett in between our
That's
state
right.
semifinal
That's
and
right.
state final.
Right.
One of the toughest games I ever coached.
And we won.
yeah.
We won. Yeah, we won. I'll never forget.
Wasn't that Jack? No. Who was the quarterback? Well, oh, it was,
Drew was a sophomore.
Drew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I remember Jared Godek coming off the field in the 4th quarter, holding
he
his
was
shoulder.
Yeah, I remember that too.
And it was sort of the worst case scenario. He ended up being fine, but we thought we lost him.
Yeah, that
He was great. What a good
All right,
player he was.
so he was a
Awesome.
good
Awesome,
player.
better kid.
Yeah.
Better kid.
So how about the makeup of the team? How many kids came out?
I think we had upper 80s, 87, 88. I don't know where we.
That's not bad.
That's still
The
pretty
final
good.
That's
roster
not bad.
settled on. It's probably we lose a few every
Yeah,
preseason for
yeah.
various reasons. But yeah, we've been. I think we're 94 last spring. Since I've been here, we've always been in the 90s. So a little bit less, but expected given the numbers in youth. They're down. They're down everywhere.
Yeah.
So we're actually doing pretty well relative to the numbers that have been in youth.
I want to talk more about our team, but I think one of the greatest things that's happened, AYF, and I don't know if it was Jay or who, but we're going to have a middle school
Yep.
team.
Yeah, really excited.
That's really,
coaching?
really good.
Dave Crocker is coaching that team. He's the head coach. Ryan Morgera.
Oh, yeah,
He's
Ryan
an
was the
assistant.
one who told me he
And,
was going to coach.
Those are the 2 full-time guys, paid guys. Bruce Pinto, Bruce.
Yep.
He's
Yes.
helping out down there. And Dan O'Brien is a teacher at Oak who's going to help out as well.
How many games scheduled?
8.
Hey, wow,
That's
good
awesome.
schedule.
Yeah, it's really exciting for us.
So does that mean that SJ has a middle school team over
They
there
do
as
not.
well?
They do not have a team.
So this will benefit them as well then, right? To some extent.
Oh,
Yeah.
those who transfer, I mean.
Yeah, those who go there, yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's
But
an
it's good for the
exciting thing.
town,
At
though.
some point in time, maybe when we get a break, we'll have them come
I
on.
thought of that
I
myself.
would love to do that. I'm sure we all would. All right, the makeup of the team, how many guys how many guys back?
Oh, good question. I mean, I can speak in general terms. We
Okay.
have a lot of our skill position guys are returning. A lot of our line, we graduated.
Our
I don't
line
know
was
the number.
young last year though, too, right? We had some youth on there.
They were
Couple?
a lot of them were first year
Inexperienced.
starters. So Grady Rodman wasn't, but a lot of the other guys had stepped in for the first time. They did a great job.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they did.
they graduated. So, and now our line is young again, and our skill guys are older. So it just keeps moving.
It's funny how that happens.
Yeah, yeah. No, the kids have been great. You know, we have good team speed. I'd say we're not terribly big. I think we have some decent size in some places, but you know, we keep lifting all season. Hopefully, maintain our strength. And yeah, their attitude's been really good, and we're really fired up for Friday. It's going to be a great test.
Jack's back at quarterback. AJ Hamm, wide receiver, or are you putting them
He
moving
plays
everywhere?
everywhere. Yeah, he plays everywhere. Some
Okay.
running back, some receiver, returns kicks.
Who are the other running backs?
Jack Peters.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, Jack's
yeah.
back.
Johnny Baldor is also a fullback, and we have our backs are turning. Cam Jenkins, who will come on in a bit
Oh,
as
yeah.
a captain.
Yeah.
Jake Mulholland
Okay.
will return. Owen Keeley
Yep.
is
Remember that name, too?
is another running back.
He's younger, though. He's not a senior, right?
Keeley is a junior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a sophomore last year. I remember that.
Okay, old age is kicking in here. Who's number 19 for us that played wide receiver?
Is my old age going to kick in now? 19.
Yes.
I
The
don't know
kids
if
are probably-
Brady sold though. You thinking Brady? Who was our
Do
split
you
end last
remember
year?
calling that name a lot?
No?
I don't know if Brady was 19
I want to say, he was outstanding last year.
as a receiver.
Yes,
Yeah, it was Brady.
it was Brady.
Yeah, it must have been. Yeah, he probably led the team in catches. A lot of deep passes. He
Yes.
got all the deep passes.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah,
Is
that's
he back?
true.
He's back. Yeah,
What year is his?
Senior.
Senior.
yeah.
How's Jack doing?
Jack's doing great.
Yeah.
Jack's doing
Looks
great.
good. How about defensively? Any changes? Are you running this basically the same D?
Yeah, same as the spring. Yep. We mix up some even and odd fronts and run a 2 shell. But again, we mixed 1 high, 2 high. We're really multiple. Coach HT is phenomenal. Does such a good job.
He does do
He's
a
so
good job.
dedicated.
Yeah.
He knows
He's
just
good.
what amount the kids can handle. And I think he's so well prepared each week for our
Married life
opponents.
treats him well.
Yeah, married wife. Yeah, exactly. And he's going to be a father this November.
Oh,
Yeah.
congratulations, Coach.
Congratulations.
We're pumped
Yeah,
for
that's
him, yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Any
That's
other
awesome.
coaching changes or any surprises?
Well, we lost Coach Lane because he was only there for the spring, but he got an assistant principal job at Shrewsbury.
Oh,
So
nice.
he can't coach.
Yeah.
That's killing him. And Coach Pinto retired down to the middle school.
He'll never retire.
Yeah, but he was just he was a volunteer for us, even though he contributed so much.
Yeah.
And then, so we had to fill, Jeff Lane was a paid position. So Matt Mulcahy, do you remember Matt? He played in 2016.
The name sounds
now
familiar.
coaching. I interviewed like
Good.
three or
That's
four guys that have come back. Ryan Morgier played for me, now
Mm-hmm.
he's middle school. Matt, Ryan Trokey's come back to help out a little bit. Johnny White's come back to help out a little bit.
That's
It's
great.
funny being at the point in my career where I'm getting the guys.
But
Yeah,
that's
but-
good
but
though.
you
That's
know
a
what?
great
That's-
thing.
that is a
great
That's
thing.
how the
That's
tradition
right.
comes. I mean,
That's
that,
right.
that really.
I mean, Terry did that. That was the first time we had ever seen something like
Right.
that. When Lee came back and Nick Dion came
Yeah.
back, and then Timmy was you, I think.
Billy was there for a spell.
But that's
Billy,
how you
my
keep
son,
the
my
tradition,
son
John,
came
though,
in.
right?
I think he coached with you one year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Billy D'Amelia came back. I think that's a great thing.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
We taking a break? All right. Mark's gonna take a break.
All right. Okay, so we're going to have the 4 captains back when we come back. All right, here we go. I said to them when they first came on the set, I know them all with their numbers on, but when they come and sit here, I have no clue who they are. So I'm going to see if I can do this right. This is Cam Jenkins. He's a running back and a cornerback. Over there, Jack O'Sullivan, who seems much taller than me this year. Next to him, Matt Power, the middle linebacker, right? The other, the mic, number 50 on your program. And this guy over here on the end is Mr. Everything, A.J. Hamm, number 11. He's a wide receiver, safety, running back. He gets the water. He gets us popcorn at halftime. So, gentlemen, welcome. How's it feel to be back on the field so quickly?
Feels good.
Yeah.
It was a short amount of time until we were back, so it made it pretty easy to transition rather than having a whole other 3 seasons involved to play to then come back to football, I guess.
Right.
And you guys didn't get gypped
No.
as juniors you last year.
Yeah.
I did. I felt bad for the seniors. 6 games, no playoffs, no nothing really. You just played the 6 games. What do you think of the schedule, Jack?
I think it's going to really put us on the map as far as us, the Central Mass teams, getting some credit. We're getting moved up to Division I, first game against Andover. All week people have been talking about how great Andover is, but we're taking it like it's just another game, and I think we're going to be ready to go.
That's awesome. Good answer. God, you sound like him. You give him all the Kool-Aid, don't you, in practice?
I do.
Feed him the Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid between periods of practice.
Oh, Cam, what do you think? You had a good year last year, too. You ran the ball pretty well. You're looking forward to it?
I am, yeah.
Yeah, how are we looking so far? I guess we did pretty good against Natick.
Yeah, we looked good against Natick. I'm excited to be playing both sides of the ball this year. So last year I was just running the ball. This year hopefully I can get some snaps on defense too, which is exciting.
Which one do you like better?
I like them both, honestly.
Oh, again.
He likes all three phases, special teams.
Special teams, too.
Yeah.
All right, AJ, what are you looking forward to most? I mean, you played both sides of the ball last year, right?
Yeah.
So back for another year.
Yeah.
What do you want? What do you like better?
Offense.
Offense?
Yeah, but I enjoy defense.
Yeah. Most of the time, people say defense because you get to hit people.
Yeah.
You're kind of on offense. You got to keep your hands in and.
He
stuff
wouldn't
like
say that. He would say
Yeah.
defense.
Coach won't let me go out there on defense.
I know.
Not
No,
yet.
no.
Not yet.
He has kind of a history of that. Most coaches are like that, though.
Yeah.
Most coaches are, because they don't want you to get hurt, that's why. All right, Coach, why don't you talk a little bit about each one of them?
Sure. I'll start with Matt. I mentioned to you that he's a 2-year captain,
Yep.
which actually we had Drew Campanelli was a 2-year captain.
Yep.
Remember that?
And there was a Godek, wasn't Godek a 2-year?
I don't think so. I hope I'm not misspeaking. I don't believe so.
I thought-
Either way, very
Yeah,
impressive.
very few.
Matt's a extremely tough kid. Loves defense. He's such a presence in the middle. And Cam alluded to last spring. We played most of our guys one way last year because we had limited practice time. So Matt didn't play O-line last year, but he's given us depth on O-line this year, which is great. So
he'll be the subbing in? type of
subbing in
thing?
on offense, yeah, coming in and out, and then defensively, he's our, one of our 2 inside backers. He's just a real presence there, so we're
You
lucky
call
to
the
have him.
defense too?
I don't call the defense
No,
coach
no, no.
HT, but like I signaled into our
Okay,
guys.
Yeah, okay.
Jack is, obviously started in the spring, and was Mr. Clutch in a lot of ways, just coming up with big throws throughout the throughout. I'm sure you guys saw that. He's improved so much into junior year, and now even to this year. I think his game's improved.
Because he got some
everywhere.
snaps as a sophomore too, didn't he?
He got some, yeah, when Clint went down.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's committed to the game so much and loves it that he's really improved every aspect, which is awesome. So we expect big things from him this year. Cam is, as he said, a running back corner who we're psyched to have him playing corner this year. Like, again, he just played running back in the spring. Extremely tough kid. I always reference a play last year against Doherty when he had to ISO block a linebacker from Doherty who was probably about 220. And he went after him full speed and actually sprung Jack for a touchdown. So he's just a really tough kid, so dependable, really good speed. Just so dependable in every single way. So same thing. I think he's going to take a big step this year. And then we have the jack of all trades over here, who returns kicks, plays safety, plays corner, plays running back, can throw it, plays receiver, can catch it. He's our kicker. He's our backup holder. What else? Am I missing anything?
You're Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, he brings you popcorn. I just know that. I didn't know that. But his versatility is awesome, and he gives us a lot in special teams, which is often overlooked.
Yeah, I remember last year, these kids probably don't even know him. We said a lot in that small game schedule about Mr. Punt Returner Man, Richie Doobie, who played I don't know if they were into the Super Bowl or not, but he was the most fearless kid we've ever had back there. He caught every punt that was, and AJ reminds us of that.
Yeah.
He does. He's not afraid to, because we've had some tremendous running backs back there. I mean, guys that you would say, oh my God, that's a Hall of Famer. Some of them were, but didn't want any part of catching a punt. It's a big job.
Yeah, definitely, and so important.
Yeah.
It's really, really important.
Yeah.
He had a lot of hidden yardage, and whether you catch it and get a few yards or it rolls
Exactly.
for 20.
Yeah, that's right, all the way down to the goal line.
But I'll say this about all of them: they're all very tough kids, physically and mentally tough, and they're obviously our leaders, and we're just hoping that that trickles down to the rest of our team.
Matt, this isn't for you, but as first-time captains, it's different, right? Different feel? Go ahead, AJ.
Yeah, I feel like not being a captain, it's different because you're looking up to the captains who are leading the team essentially, but actually being a captain and being like the leaders on the team, you have to put your big boy shoes on and do your job.
That's right. It kind of changes the dynamic. That's
Yeah.
what, I kind of have always heard that throughout the years. What's Andover bring to the table? Let's ask Matt first. What do they run offensively?
They run a lot of spread. They don't really run it with the tight end.
Another one.
A lot of quick screens, and they go for
Five wides? Can we go five?
Yeah, mostly we've seen a lot of 2 in the backfield stuff this week early on in practice, but they got a pretty mobile quarterback that we're gonna shut down and keep him contained.
So he's a runner as well as a passer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's an excellent player.
Is he? Yeah. And usually quarterbacks are the better players, no offense to you guys. You played quarterback though, right, when you were young?
Yeah, no.
No, at the high school, JVs?
Oh, well, freshman
Yeah,
year.
when he
actually, I
was
did.
freshman, yes. I'm not getting that,
Yeah,
I'm
no.
not that old yet. How about defensively, what are you gonna throw at you, Jack?
So a lot of the time they like to. What we've noticed is they move around a lot pre-snap. They
Try to
stunt a
disguise
lot on
stuff.
front. Yeah, they like a lot of high school teams will get in their defense, whether it's like a cover 2 or cover 3, and get set with it. But like what we noticed with Andover is they'll move around a lot. They like to bounce around. Like they'll have one safety roll down, and it'll be like a cover 3 look, and then. But I think defensively we're just going to attack the edge because we've noticed that their corners are a little like their weaker side of the defense. Not saying that we shouldn't respect them out there, but I think we're going to attack the edge with like toss and some quick game.
I've got to ask you this because normally, I mean, you started playing when you were a sophomore. Has the game slowed for you a little bit? By that I mean, when you drop back, are you going, I got to get rid of it? Or are you dropping back and taking a look and being able to read and maybe go to your second option?
Yeah, I think it's slowed down a little bit. I'd still say it's a pretty quick game. It's just more in the sense I just know a lot more about pre-snap reads and what's going to happen before it happens. So.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So it kind of has slowed down a little bit. Yeah.
Now, Cam, you play one of the wings. Right? Are we still running the same offense? Yeah.
Right.
You play one of the wings, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. You got a lot of carries last year.
Oh, yeah.
How do they look? How like their defensive ends and stuff like that?
It looks like Tosh should be there on Friday. I mean, they usually have a 5-man front, and their defensive backs are a little further down the field, so hopefully
they
we
play
can
a
attack
5-2?
that edge. Yeah.
The two linebackers. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 5-2. They do a lot of different stuff, like these guys said, move around a lot. So
They slip in and out of.
yeah, I think up front we have to apply our rules, just be ready for any look, and same thing with the routes have to adjust to certain coverages, and the kids just have to be ready for it.
How many returners on defense? We talked a little bit about offense. Do you know?
I don't.
I know we have a lot of returners. I think there's only like 1 or 2 new guys that have came in. But I remember Coach HT saying at the beginning of the year when he called defense over, he was like, "Oh my God, I think I have like 9 out of 11 you guys returning."
But a guy like Cam in the spring, he didn't play D.
Right.
So we ran into that a little bit this preseason, guys that kind of took a year off from the side of the ball. Because
Well,
we did
that
in
was the
spring.
right thing to do too. You know what I'm going to be most happy about? We froze our butts off every game. I mean, if we go up to Andover and it's 75, we're gonna be loving it.
Do you know when the last time we had a September Friday night game at Shrewsbury was?
Oh, because of the mosquitoes, right? 2 years ago.
And the year before that was
Yeah.
the turf field being built.
Oh yeah, that's
We
right.
only had 2 home games that year.
That's right.
So it's been since 2017 we have had a.
How many home games we have this year? Not many, right?
4
Oh, okay.
split.
Okay.
Yep.
I thought I only saw 3.
Well, 4 in Wachusett there, and then the other 2 playoff games are to be determined.
Depends on where you are.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
So, what time are you guys leaving on Friday?
Oh, gosh, I talked to Mr. Costa about it yesterday. I don't even remember what we said. I think we calculated it all out, basing 495 traffic on a Friday afternoon.
It's awful.
Yeah, so, we left a little time. We're leaving, I don't know, I forget. I really do. 4:45 maybe.
We're done? We can't be done. I didn't even ask him about school. All right.
Harvard, Yale, Princeton, Dartmouth.
We'll have you on again, and you'll have a better idea. I can't believe it's over. Nobody even gave me a signal. All right, Friday night, up in Andover. Catch it on TV. Watch them play. We're going to be good. I got a feeling. We'll see you then.